I'm going to do my video cut out, and I don't know, something was wrong with the memory of my phone, and I had to go, so I want to finish this video. Now, I did marry the wrong people, but in a world of opposites, sometimes you want to marry your opposite. So let me give you the reason why I don't have any hate in my heart at all, because I believe that God is in control of the left and the right. So even when people do evil, if you don't curse God like they did Job, and you stand true and you don't turn to drugs and alcohol and things like that, and you just get through it, there's a message in every evil. And you can figure this out. It's amazing. So now we talked about Robertson adding up to the number 27, and then my first wife, Dick, this was their maiden names, and then Robertson, both adding up 27, right? Because 6, 7, 8, and then 27 adds up to the number 9. And then we know that Obama did 9/11, Bush 9/11. We know what it means. It adds up to the cross. And I was placed on the cross for my crucifixion. And both, I lived in torment with my first wife because I could never see my daughter. It was torture. Every time I'd go to see my daughter, there was always some excuse why I couldn't see her. And then all of a sudden they turned around and said, well, he didn't want to have nothing to do with you. And that was not true at all. Because I dreamed about tucking my daughter in bed at night and cuddling her and being there for her in every time of her need. But every time I would try to be there, there was somebody always trying to push me away. For example, somebody attempted to rape her when she was 14 years old. And they tried to bribe me and tell me to never see her again. And I said, go to hell. So, I have proof that they did not want me to be around my child, that they wanted full control of my daughter. And I'm starting to realize why. So it was torture. This one, just pretty much every evil thing that a human being can do to somebody, she did it. She wasn't honest. She was a cheater. She was a liar. She was a thief. She tried to kill me. But do I have hate in my heart? I don't. No, I don't. And that's the beauty of God and standing by God, because He tells you what really happened. Now, what really happened is I married my opposite. And how they say opposites attract, I don't believe that. It's not an attraction. It's your red pill. Now, both of these numbers add up to 27. RED is 27 in Gematria. Now, do you think it's a coincidence that 26, 27, 27, both adding up to 9, my name is 11, 9/11, that adds up to 20, the cross. Jesus is also 11. Jesus was on the cross. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if you can't add. 8, 9, 10, 11 if you can't add. Okay, so Jesus was also on the cross, the number 20. They even have a TV show called 2020, and that means you're being double-crossed. Right? 20/20 vision, right? That means you can see. If you've been placed on the cross, then you have 20/20 vision. Your eyes are wide open. You have the eyes to see, the eye of Ra. And the eye of Ra is the same as the eye of the red pill. RED in Gematria is 27. Now, what does red mean? You got red shift, blue shift, right? You got the police saying, I bleed blue. Trust me, you don't want to take the blue pill. The blue pill, you get left behind. The red pill, you go to heaven. I promise you. Just like the movie The Matrix. Remember, Neocortex was the higher mind, and Trinity was his girlfriend. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, right? The Trinity. So, and then Morpheus, Mor means night, and he's a black man, and he's the teacher. Mor, like Mormon. Mor, M-O-R in Gematria is 46, which is girl in Gematria. Mun is 42, which is boy. It means girl, boy. Masculine, feminine, yin and yang, duality. So, now also, her name is Dick, which is a phallic. Okay? And she's a robber. She robbed me. And she's a son of Satan. She's the son of the robber. She robbed me blind. So, stole a bunch of stuff. Stole my soul and my heart. And then sold it to the highest bidder, to the courts. So you got both physical, you know, both of them physical. And now, this is another Freemason symbol. RO in Gematria is 33. So Jesus died at 33. And then the letter B is the beast. So she's a 33rd level Freemason of the beast. And you read it backwards, it says she's redoing the beast. 33rd level. You see, Jesus dies at 33, and the Freemasons have their fake Jesus 33, the false gods. Now, so that's, and of course they got the word son in it. You know, and son is physical, daughter is spiritual. So even the word, for example, one of my girlfriends I had a child with, she had the word son in her name. Got Fred son. And she surely did. She got Fred good. She got me good. My name is Fred. Okay, she got Fred good. She got Fred the son. And in other words, they all have, how can I say this? They all have the physical is the Jesus and the spiritual is the Christ. Now, and of course, the number 11. Now watch, the number 9 in Gematria is 42, which is boy. So it's the same as saying moon, Mormon. Okay? So the number 9, the number 11, watch this. I know I'm sloppy, but so it is electricity. L, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, which is the number 8. L is the same as saying God. Okay? G-O-D in Gematria is 26, 2 and 6 is 8. And then you have Eve, which is the feminine. And then you have the north, which is the number 14. That's very important. Because the north is the crown chakra, the south, and that's how you become a son of God. The symbol O, see, sun, ascending. Nostradamus, descending. You see that? And that's where they get news, north, east, west, south, or 55555, like Hollywood phone numbers. It's the same thing. So the cross is everything, and also the number 11 is the cross. So watch this. 1, 1. Right? And then you got this symbol, 1111, means you're being double crossed. That's 2020. It's the same thing. So, the reason why I don't have hate in my heart is because these women were my red pill. Without me marrying and seeing the physical instead of the spirit, if I would have married a spiritual woman, would I have really learned the ways of the dark side? I mean, these people were my Darth Vader. I'm telling you. How do you fight Darth Vader when you don't know Darth Vader? This was my way of learning about Darth Vader. Evil people, pigs. They're, they're dicks. I mean, I'm not explaining. They're, like the phallic symbol in the Vatican and the phallic symbol in the the Washington with the, when you go to the Washington Monument. You ever seen the movie Forrest Gump? They got a big old penis sitting up there, a bull penis, which is the symbol of Taurus, one of the heads of God. And then they have the vagina, of the female cow, which is like a pond, and the bull penis fits in, and that's all that. It's a masculine feminine symbol. Water is feminine and the phallic is masculine. So earth and water is feminine and fire and air is masculine. So you know the things up in the air, right? Okay. All right. So this is how they do that. So, but no, I don't have any hate in my heart, because I was able to learn what I didn't want in my life. And it teaches you about the occult. And it teaches you what you don't want, and that's why I don't have any hate in my heart for any of this. And as they keep doing evil to you, it just buries them deeper and deeper into hell. And they will probably never confess and admit that they were bad and I was good. They'll never do that. If I sit here and say, hey, they were bad and I was good, ha ha ha, he was good, he did this to me and he did that, he argued with me and he pushed me down one day, and oh really? Well, I'd rather be slapped in the face 1,000,000 times than have my child taken away from me. I'd rather be run over by a car. These people were the second one was assignment. The first one just did not conquer her ego archetypes, and I couldn't handle it. Jealousy, revenge, I couldn't handle all that stuff. I didn't know what that was when I met her. The second one was just an assignment to racketeer on me. The first one just had faulty emotional content that I couldn't deal with. But I tell you what, all that pain and suffering, let me tell you something, I cried many a tears, especially having my daughter taken away. I remember one time coming home for Christmas, and for like 4 months straight, all I could think about was seeing my daughter for Christmas. And I come home to pick up my daughter, and my ex says, oh, we're going to go out. Danielle's sick. She's sleeping. Well, I don't know. They have some kind of excuse. Well, I said, I wanted to go do something. Well, I said, let's all go. I wanted to be with my daughter. And then instead, her and I went out, and I didn't get to see my daughter till the next morning. And that was like torture for me, because I was like, I just wanted to be with my daughter. And I never could understand why somebody would try to keep you away from your child. I just couldn't figure it out. And it was very frustrating to me. And I the whole time I was out with her, I was in severe depression. And I tried to hide it, but I was severely depressed. I was like, what a disappointment to wait to see your daughter. And it's all I could talk about for like 3 or 4 months. And then come home and, there's another excuse why you can't see your daughter. And, well, all I can tell you guys is through your sufferings, you will seek the truth. That's all I can say. And let me tell you, I don't think there's no worse suffering in the world than somebody taking your child away, or somebody trying to put you in jail or falsely accuse you, or characters gaslighting you, ruining your career and your reputation. I mean, but that's what the devil does. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I met the devils. But the devil taught me a lot. And I guess that was just God's way of saying, hey, come home. Because, you know, we're ready to go home mentally. We're mentally ready to take the ultimate test of Satan and face Satan in the desert for 40 days. And that just means that you're going from the Capricorn, the goat, to the sheep. Because there's 40-degree declination between the goat and the sheep. And you're ascending. You're facing the devil, you're ascending. Right? And you're ascending to the right ascension meridian, the ram. You're going from the goat to the ram. Thank you for listening.